Mighty Doom is off to a pretty rough start. The game has had an extremely unorganized launch with tons of players still unable to even download the game, and those that can play it aren't always able to connect to the online servers. The game didn't launch at the same time worldwide and didn't seem to have a consistent release schedule for each time zone. It became available for me at 12:40 PM, but it went live at around 12:10 and 12:20 for other time zones, and some areas even got the game hours before that. As of the making of this video, the game just became available on the Apple App Store in most regions, although some people still can't play the game regardless of their platform or time zone. Players that were able to get into the game shortly after launch were met with this online connection notice for a few hours. It was eventually fixed for most players, but some still struggled to get into the game. Some of these issues aren't necessarily the dev team's fault. It's likely that the launch issues have been caused by the app stores themselves and not the game or the team behind it. The server outages definitely shouldn't have been a problem though. The game has been out in some areas for 2 years, and their social media posts confirmed that they knew how many players were expected to download. They should have been prepared for this. The issues were fixed for most players in a timely manner though, so all is good for those who can actually play. Something else that's currently a big issue is the game locking some people out. Google Play will not let you download a game if your system does not meet the game's requirements, but some people with newer and more powerful phones haven't been able to try the game out. This is likely an issue with Google Play itself and not anything to do with the game, but this is something that needs to be fixed in some capacity. I'm sure that more of the community would be able to download the game if the devs would adjust the leniency for device requirements. It seems like a relatively easy adjustment to make. Alright, putting the rough launch aside, I want to talk about first impressions. Despite the fact that I've supported Mighty Doom and had full faith in the game for a while, I kinda expected it to be extremely average and uneventful. I wasn't expecting anything extremely fun. In fact, I actually felt like it would end up being somewhat of a flop in the community. I am very pleased to say that, for the most part, I was totally wrong. I spent a good few hours with the game and can confidently say that Mighty Doom is pretty damn fun. Some of the aspects even managed to impress me. The gameplay loop is genuinely addicting. You're pretty much constantly finding your way through arenas and upgrading your gear while doing so, which is extremely satisfying. There is a pretty decent gear system in the game, and the bonus perks that come with it are surprisingly helpful. You're constantly getting tons of resources and should be able to upgrade your gear quite a bit even after an unsuccessful run, which makes everything progress naturally. One of the biggest features that the community was worried about is the microtransactions, and I'm happy to say that I've hardly even noticed them. The store is certainly there, but it doesn't feel like a very prominent feature at the moment. The resource gain is genuinely so good that buying currencies and crates feels completely unnecessary. You're given more than enough supplies to constantly keep yourself upgraded. There aren't any forced ads either, which was such a relief to see. You can watch an optional ad to revive yourself once after death, you can watch one to gain a free daily crate, and you can watch one to gain more resources on the passive resource system. It all feels pretty good. Mighty Doom does have a fairly annoying downside though, and that's the energy system. You need 5 energy to play a chapter or a daily challenge, and considering how the energy cap is 20, it just doesn't feel like enough. The energy gain is not painfully slow, but it can take some time before you have enough to play again, which kinda just dampens the fun. I feel like this needs to be increased to 25 at the least, maybe even 30, because the current energy cap just doesn't feel high enough. It's not something I can see myself playing for hours on end, but being limited to only a few runs per day on a brand new game kinda just feels disappointing. I'll probably do a full review on Mighty Doom in a week or so, but those are just my first impressions. Keep in mind that they have not implemented the Battle Pass yet, and I'm still playing through the earlier levels, so things will probably change quite a bit. Tell me how your experience with Mighty Doom has gone so far down in the comments. I would love to know how everyone feels about it at the moment. If you're looking for constant updates on everything Doom, then be sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. You'll get to stay up to date on Doom, and I'll get your support. It's pretty much a win-win for both of us. The Mighty Doom gameplay shown today was provided to me by Voidwalker. Very big thanks to them for allowing me to use their footage. I think that's all I have for today's video though, so thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Until next time.